and I'm specializing in organizational communication with a co-op option. So I will be talking about my co-op work term experience. So I'm going to start sharing my screen now. And I'll turn my video off because I don't want it to interfere with like the connection. Sometimes when my video is on and I tend to lose audio a bit, so. Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes, you're good to go.
Okay. So I did my co-op placement at the Career Corner. It's located at the University of Ottawa. So it's the location. It's at the second floor of the UCU building. So the Career Corner, it falls under the direction of the Student Services, and it's a part of the Career Development and Experiential Learning team. So what we normally do there is we provide information on all aspects of experiential learning at the university, and this includes career development, the work study program, the community engagement program, and the co-op program. So we also offer different services to students in terms of like their career development. So we help students with their resume, cover letter, and graduate application reviews. We help them with their LinkedIn profile. We also offer job search strategy sessions, and we provide information on the co-op program. We also help with volunteering and community engagement opportunities. And we offer mock interviews, career fairs, career counseling, and career psychometric testing. And the Career Corner also introduced development programs like the Altitude. So the Altitude is a program for graduate students in order to help them transition into the work environment. And then we have the Hemisphere, which is a program that's designed specifically for international students to help them with their transition into the Canadian labor market. And we have the Horizons, and that is for fourth-year students, just to prepare them into like their transition from the university into careers, into their various careers. So my job title at the Career Corner was I was a career mentor. So basically, I was trained to offer career-related services to other students. And some of these services included resume, cover letter, and graduate application reviews, LinkedIn profile reviews, job search strategy sessions, and mock interviews. So we did this, there were 3 of us, myself plus 2 other students. So we did this under the supervision of our the career counselors. And I was also responsible for the Career Corner virtual chat. So we answered, or I answered various questions and provided information and resources to students and the public on various issues. People come to ask about the kind of programs that the university offers, what services the Career Corner offers, and just general questions about university, yeah. And next, I'm going to talk about some of the skills that I developed or I got the opportunity to apply during the work term. So as a communication student, we learned various communication skills in the classroom, and one of them is active listening. And I was glad that I got the opportunity to actually apply this and learn more about it during my work term. So active listening is the highest and the most effective level of listening. So it is a great strategy for having effective communication, and it involves paying complete attention to what a person is saying, showing interest, and not interrupting them. So with this, when a client comes to me and maybe wants a job search strategy section, it was a very good skill to be able to listen to what they're trying to say, and not interrupt them, make them feel like they are heard, and then in order to like know exactly what the expectations are, and then be able to give them the best care or customer service that I can think. So this skill I feel will be very important in my future careers, both academically and professionally, because active listening is something that most employers look for in candidates or potential employees. It would help in a lot of aspects in life. It's good to be an active listener, to be able to know how to respect what people are telling you and how to respond to them in the right way. And another skill I got to apply in the work environment was nonverbal communication. So nonverbal communication, I would say, is the aspect of communication that is not expressed using words. So it involves using and taking notice of a wide range of behaviors, including facial expressions, gestures, tone of voice, body language, movement, or posture. It also involves eye contact, touch, and then appearance. So with this, it gives information about a situation, about a particular situation, without having to use words or anything like that. Yeah. So it helps you to know if the information or the feedback you're giving to the client, if they are taking it the right way, if they're understanding what you're trying to say, if you're able to gain agreement with them, or so it just helps, because it sometimes you might give like a suggestion to a client and then they might not take it, they might not understand what you're trying to say, but then they are feeling maybe insecure about telling you about it. But then being able to identify those nonverbal cues would help you to determine if the information you're given is being received well or if it's not. And it will help you to be able to adjust in order to satisfy the client the best of your ability. So I think paying attention to my own nonverbal cues and then developing the ability to read someone else's nonverbal cues will be an invaluable skill that I can leverage at every stage of my academic and professional life. So another skill that I applied or learned more about at the Career Corner is collaboration. And this skill was very encouraged at the Career Corner. It's one thing that they really encourage us to make use of. So collaboration within an organization, it involves a system where everyone knows everyone else, their skill sets, and their contribution to the work at large. So it involves deciding goals together with others, sharing responsibilities, working together with other people in order to achieve a goal, and it relies on openness and knowledge sharing. So I learned to be able to work with others and share ideas in public setting without feeling I'll be judged or criticized for it. And I also learned to ask for help whenever I needed it. So an example is when working the chat and you get a question from a client that you can't answer, I felt free to reach out to our superiors, our supervisors, and everyone was willing to help. And I feel it's a good skill because it's good to know how to work well with others, like in an organization. It's good to know how to notice other people's skills and how your skills will be able to work well with those skills, how to manage working together with that. I think it's a good skill to have because it will help with problem solving, it will help with adaptability, it will help with open and then honest communication and participation. There's some other skills that I got to apply during the work term were my writing skills. I had the opportunity to work on various projects where I was able to apply my writing skills and then get feedback from that. I also developed some professional ethics about how to behave professionally in the workplace, how to interact with your colleagues in a respectful way, how to complete tasks and duties on time. And I also got to learn some interpersonal skills, how to interact with people, with various people, how to make people feel welcome around you, how to make them how to build honesty, how to build trust with people. And all these skills are going to help with my future careers, because it's very nice to have skills like that employers will find attractive when we're applying for jobs. So, and my reflections of the work term, it was a great learning opportunity for me. I got the opportunity to participate in valuable learning experiences. I have the opportunity to develop and apply skills that I acquired in the classroom and gain practical experience in areas that complement my strength and interest. So at the beginning of the work term, the supervisor asked questions about what our expectations were, so what skills we wanted developed. So they gave us tasks that would help us to be able to develop those skills that we had. So it was a great experience. And I also discovered new strengths and skills that I didn't know that I had. And it helped to also decide and confirm some career decisions, some things that I've been thinking about and I wasn't really certain about. I had the opportunity to confirm some of those decisions. And I also improved upon my areas of development. So one problem I've always had was public speaking. I always freeze up whenever I'm presenting in front of a large group. But then working at the career corner, I'll say it has improved a lot. So yeah, I was able to work on that. And I also got the opportunity to meet new people, make new contacts, and then had a lot of networking opportunities. And my reflection of the co-op program as a whole, I would say it's a great experiential learning opportunity. It's very good to have something like that. That would help us to, as students, to just experience the work environment and what would be asked of us when we start our working. It helps to also gain employable skills like interpersonal skills, adaptability and collaboration skills that will be very attractive to employers when we start to apply for jobs. And it also prepares students for the professional world. So the various workshops on how to write your resumes, cover letters, how to ace interviews, all those workshops I feel would help me in order to it will help me in my professional development as a student, because I didn't know much about interviews until I started. So my very first interview here was terrible, but then I learned from it and I learned to improve upon it. So I think, yeah. And the introduction of the institutional competencies, I think, was a very good idea, because it introduced some skills and we learned more about that and how to apply them in the workplaces. And the setting of objectives was also, I would say, very good initiative, because it gave me an idea of where I wanted to focus my resources, like what I wanted to achieve. And when you set objectives for yourself, it would kind of just guide you in how you should act and what you should do to be able to achieve all those things. So I think overall the core program has been a great help to me, and I think it has been a great help to my fellow students as well. So this presentation, I have spoken about my experience where I did my work term, the skills I got from it, and then my overall reflections of the work term and the co-op program. So thank you very much. And yeah, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen now because I can't see anybody. So yeah, thank you very much.